It's July, and you know what that means. It's time for our Games of the Year So Far episode. It's not a big deal. I kind of introduced it like it's something we've done for the past 12 years, and this is our first time doing it. But yeah, it's the middle of the year, and I thought, you know what? Let's kind of keep things fresh in our memory. We're about a few months away. September is going to be crazy. We're going to get flooded in games. And there are some games that I want to make sure don't go forgotten. You know, it's really hard for me at the end of the year when I compile my Games of the Year list. It's hard for me to remember and recapture the excitement I felt for a game in February as opposed to a game I just finished at the end of December, and that one is fresh in my mind. So I did want to have this little signpost, if you will, to kind of look back at these first 6 months and tell myself, don't forget about these games. I already see a few on this list that probably will not make it to the final list of the year, but so far, it's been a really good year. I say that, but I feel like it's also been a year of just waiting for September, really. I've really struggled lately to find something new to play that would catch my eye. I grabbed House Flipper Remastered. I did just pick up Wax Heads. It's a game where you are an employee at a record store, and customers come in, they tell you what you're looking for, and then you have to find the perfect album to recommend to them and sell to them. And it's a cute little game. I only played about a chapter or so. It's still very early for me to get any first impressions, but I finished the first chapter, went in to start the second one, and then the game crashed. And I took that as my sign to, surprise, surprise, go back to Overwatch. So I will go back to Wax Heads and finish that out. But you know me, any excuse to go back and play more Overwatch, I will gladly take that. By the way, my level at the Battle Pass is 154 now. 200 is where you get the reward of the title of Overcaffeinated. And I think once I hit 200 this season, I'll probably settle down a little bit with the Overwatch, but we'll see what happens. I like to lie to myself. I'm not going to settle down. But yes, Games of the Year so far. Right now in my number one spot, well, you know what? Let's start at the bottom. I've got 8 on here. Pragmata was fun. I enjoyed it. It was too difficult for me to finish, and that's always going to hamper things a little bit. But I didn't want to just bang my head against a wall and have not being able to progress kind of soil and tarnish my experience. So I stopped right at the final boss. I tried him a few times, didn't even come close, and I thought, you know what, I'm not the kind of gamer that needs to go nuts over this. I'm going to call it here. I put in my time, I enjoyed the game, but I couldn't finish it. Same goes with number 7, Saros. A fantastic game. I love the way it felt. I love the new mechanics and traversal that they added to the game as compared to Returnal. I really like it a lot. But again, I got closer on this one. I got to the final boss a few times and got pretty far against, and then, you know, oh, it's not really the final boss. Here's another form for you. And yeah, it was... I didn't finish Returnal either, but I got way further in Saros than I did with Returnal, and I was very happy about that. They gave you a way to make the game as easy or as difficult as you wanted to make it, and even on the easiest, cheatiest level I could get to, I still couldn't beat the game. So that's just, I know that's a me thing. That's not a game thing. I did enjoy my time with it, though. It's a beautiful looking game, and that's there at number 7. Gosh, the rest of these games are all really, really good. Number 6, I have Mixtape, and man, it's just, even saying the name of it, it just kind of washes over me with just feelings of, for lack of a better word, nostalgia. Because it's a game about nostalgia, and it's a game that brought me back to a time in my life when I was leaving to go to the big city, move away from my little town, and I remember having those last few hurrahs with my little core group of friends. And So yeah, I definitely related to that part of this game, and it's mixtape. The soundtrack has to be good, and they delivered at every beat. And it was a really, really wonderfully beautiful game, and one that really, really spoke to me more than I thought it would. So mixtape was amazing. Kind of pivoting a little bit with number 5, Mouse PI for Hire, and this game is so great. I didn't even know the term for it. So I think I think I did a Ristretto episode about Mouse PI for Hire, and I didn't really know what the phrase was. So I think I just called everything wiggly or wobbly, or how the barrels of the guns bend, because this is a game it harkens back to the days of very, very early black and white Walt Disney, talking about, and other similar cartoons of the 40s. But apparently the term for it is rubber hose animation, where just everything is wobbly and bendy, and physics are weird. And man, it was a really, really good game. I really enjoyed it. I love the fact that all of the music was done by actual musicians. I love the fact that all of the animation was cell painting, hand drawn. I just love every part of that. And the fact that the game was fun and funny and made me laugh and I had a good time, I mean, that's even bonus. Number 4, of course, that fits. I just realized, Borderlands 4. You know me. I'm a huge, huge Borderlands fan. This was a no-brainer. Sarah and I have been waiting on this and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's a good game. It's a really good game. The Vault Hunters this time around are a lot of fun, very different. I feel like the game, even on the easiest mode, is a little bit tougher than previous outings if you're going solo. But when Sarah and I are together, I mean, look out. It's when Borderlands 3 came out, they, as you may know, released a lot of DLC, and every DLC was huge. It was almost like, it felt like a full-length game each time around. And so far, the DLC on Borderlands 4 hasn't been quite to that extent. Sarah and I have played Borderlands 3 over and over and over again, and it takes us forever because not only is the base game huge, but then it's got all of those DLC packs that come with it. And I feel like so far, these DLC packs that came out, we kind of ripped through them really, really fast. Now, they're not done releasing all of their DLC by any means, but it is noticeably shorter, or lack of content, for lack of a better word. But that doesn't mean that we haven't had fun. Sarah and I did already beat the game, and now when we hop in, we're just running around. It's been a little while since we have hopped in, but again, we really enjoyed our time with this. We're huge, huge Borderlands fans. The grappling hook, it's just a life changer. I couldn't imagine before this game came out how it could improve. With Borderlands 3, they added mantling to the game, and going back to play Borderlands 2 was almost unplayable without it. And when Borderlands 4 was about to release, I remember saying to Sarah, I know when it comes out, it's going to be and feel so much better, that Borderlands 3 is going to feel unplayable. But I can't imagine what they would change. This already feels amazing. And I don't know if I could go back to Borderlands 3. They added the quality of life changes have been incredible, and it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, Borderlands 4, that makes sense. Number 3, the reason Sarah and I don't play Borderlands 4 nearly as much anymore is because we're playing Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, and this game it's just as good as everyone says. I mean, I sound like a broken record everyone's been raving about this game, and for very, very good reason. It's good I enjoy all of the Lego games. Some I enjoy more than others, but I feel like it's been a while since there's been a Lego game that everyone enjoyed and everyone, was recommending. And boy, this one is it for, even people that don't usually talk about Lego games recommending this one. And it's a lot of fun. I'm a huge Batman fan, and just seeing all these different nods and callbacks to Batman lore from everywhere. I mean, I'm a big Batman fan, but I don't know a lot about, I've never read the comics. Surprisingly enough, I've never seen an episode of the animated series, and I know that's a bad thing because I've I know how good it is. I know what a good reputation it has, and I need to correct that. So I don't know all of the Batman lore and every single detail, but gosh, no matter what your level of Batman exposure is, this is the game for you. They weren't lying when they said they made Lego Arkham Batman, because they really did, and it's a phenomenal game. Number 2, 007 First Light. I miss these single player adventure games, and it felt like I was playing Uncharted and Assassin's Creed and Hitman, and the story was amazing. They really did bond right, and the gadgets were fun, and just a beautiful game to look at. Some incredible animation going on there, and just everything about this game absolutely loved. I was a little bit scared going into it just because I didn't want to be let down, and man, they surpassed my expectations. So kudos to everybody at IO Interactive. Just an incredible game and an incredible experience. And finally, number 1, a game I guess bookending with games I haven't finished, Crimson Desert. This game is huge, and it doesn't end, and it just keeps going. And I know that sounds like a bad thing and a complaint. It's not. It's so big and vast, and whatever it is you like to do in gaming, that's probably in this game. I genuinely can't think of a game that gives you more bang for your buck than this one here. They keep adding things. They keep adding DLC content, all sorts of new content, and they're doing it for free. I'm sure there are cosmetics and stuff that you can purchase, but all of these things that they've been doing, there are so many updates. They are keeping up on this game, and it's incredible. Just a lot of fun. I really do need to get back to it. Again, I sound like a broken record by saying I sound like a broken record, but I've been saying it, I don't know, almost every episode here of the podcast, but it's still installed on my PlayStation. I will still go back to it. But man, just a huge, huge game. It's been a lot of fun. What about you? What are your favorite games of 2026 so far? We're 6 months in. What do you got for me? You can list as many as you'd like. And let me know. And we'll go back and read some of those answers next week. You can email me, groundsforgaming@gmail.com. Find us on X or Blue Sky, or of course, you can answer the question on our Discord, and that link to the Discord is in the show notes. And speaking of answering questions, last week I asked you, is there a game you just can't put down? Over in that Discord, Castle has said, not currently, but I go through phases with Stardew Valley. And Gronhell Hammer said, it's Monster Hunter with that last hunt. Long term, I'd say Necromerger, Idle Apocalypse, and Clash of Clans, as I've been playing those games for years, and yet I keep coming back to them. Thank you, as always, for those answers. And again, let me know, what are your games of the year so far for 2026? Got to be a game that's already out. You can't say GTA 6. Even if you know you're going to love it, it's got to be a game that's already out and that you've already played. One thing I love to do is ask you what you're drinking. To be honest with you, I'm recording this right before bed. I'm not drinking anything. I guess I had a little bit of water before we started that had some electrolytes in it, but kind of boring this week. As of at least right now, I'm not drinking anything. Don't get me wrong. Square One coffee with my new little espresso machine. That's my regular throughout the day. But right now, what am I drinking? I had a little bit of water. We have a What Are You Drinking channel in the aforementioned Discord, and you can hop in there anytime and let me know what you're drinking. It might change from day to day, week to week. And Lukewarm Riffle said, today I'm drinking coconut water and regular water because I'm working and it's in the 90s today. Yeah, definitely stay hydrated. Clemson Mech, I brought a few gallons of cold brew into the office today. What a guy. What a guy. All right. Well done. A little show off. Showing off with your kindness. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. Let me know what you're drinking right now. You can hit us up on the socials, or again, you can just post an answer in the Discord channel. What are you drinking? And I'd love to find out. Hey, thanks for spending some time with me today. Grounds for Gaming will be right here when you're ready for another conversation, and your seat will always be waiting.